Hello and welcome to eGanit classes. Together let us simplify maths. In this video we shall be looking at the chapter arithmetic progression, that is chapter 5 of class 10 in one shot. So let's get started. Have a look at these numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and so on, 1, 4, 9, 16 and so on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. What are all these numbers? These are list of numbers and all these are following some kind of pattern. Suppose I ask you what will be the next number in the first list. Observe that the list is a set of all the odd numbers and hence the next odd number after 17 will be 19. Over here in the second list I have 1, 4, 9, 16. आप सबने guess कर ही लिया होगा. This is the numbers which are perfect squares. तो 36 6 का perfect square है. तो next number क्या आना चाहिए? 49 which is 7 का square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set of natural numbers. 5 के बाद अगला कौन है? 6. Set of negative integers is the next list. So the next number here will be minus 5. Since there is some kind of a pattern, you could easily guess what will be the next number. Prime numbers, square numbers, positive integers and negative integers. Now, when does a sequence become a arithmetic progression? तो arithmetic progression भी एक प्रकार की sequence है, मतलब उसमें कोई ना कोई pattern है. Pattern जब fix हो जाता है तब वो arithmetic progression बन जाती है. Now these are all examples of arithmetic progression. Can you guess what is the pattern over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 180, 60, 40 and so on. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and so on. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, minus 1, minus 1.5, minus 2, minus 2.5 and so on. Can you guess the next numbers of the list? Clearly, the next number over here will be 7. What about this? 180, 60, 40. क्या आना चाहिए? क्या दिख रहा है आपको? The difference between any two consecutive numbers in the list is only 20 and the next number is 20 smaller than the previous number. So I will just have 20 as the next number over here. Here minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. क्या हो रहा है? The number is increasing by 1. Minus 3 plus 1, minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1, minus 1 and so on. So here I will get a 1. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Constant list, so 3 will be here. Minus 1.5, minus 1.0, minus 1.5, minus 2. क्या आना चाहिए अगला? Minus 2.5 के बाद आना चाहिए minus 3.0. Observe the pattern. The difference between any two consecutive numbers is always the same. Successive terms, मतलब next term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except for the first term. तो पहला term fix है. अगला term कैसे मिलेगा? Add a fixed number to the first term. यानी 1 में मैंने 1 ऐड किया तो 2, 2 में 1 ऐड किया तो 3, 3 में 1 ऐड किया तो 4 and so on. यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? 100 में ऐड किया minus 20 तो मिला 80. 80 में ऐड किया minus 20 तो मिला 60 and so on. तो यहाँ अगला टर्म क्या होगा? 20 में क्या ऐड करेंगे? minus 20. So the term will be 0. Observe that each and every number in a list or an arithmetic progression is known as a term. Over here, the common difference or the fixed term that is being added is 0. यहाँ fixed term क्या add हो रहा है? plus 1. यहाँ fixed term क्या add हो रहा है? You are adding minus 0.5. Observe that you could add a positive number, you could add a negative number or you could also add a 0. So what is an arithmetic progression? It is a list of numbers. सबसे पहले it is a list of numbers जिसमें कोई ना कोई pattern होता है. क्या pattern है? In which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except for the first term. The fixed number is called the common difference and as we saw, it can be positive, negative or 0. Remember, the fixed term need not only be a whole number, it can be a rational number. In fact, it can also be an irrational number. Look at the list of numbers like these. Root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2 and so on. What about the common difference over here? What is the common difference? The fixed number that is being added. √2 में मैंने क्या ऐड किया होगा तो मुझे 2√2 मिला होगा. Clearly, when I added √2 to √2, I got 2√2. When I added √2 to 2√2, once again I got a 3√2. तो यहाँ पे common difference क्या मिला हमें? √2. Thus, we see that the common difference can also be an irrational number. Rational number तो हो ही सकता है, that is a decimal or a fraction, a positive integer, a negative integer or a zero. So let's form a few APs. Suppose I tell you that A is 7 and D is 5. क्या आप इसकी AP बना सकते हो? Definitely बना सकते हो. 7 is the first term. Rule क्या बोलता है? अगला term कैसे मिलेगा? कॉमन डिफरेंस को फर्स्ट टर्म में ऐड करो. 7 में जब आपने 5 ऐड किया तो क्या मिला? 12. 12 में 5 ऐड किया तो 17, फिर 20, 22, फिर 27, फिर 32 एंड सो ऑन. सो 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, 32 is an AP whose first term is 7 and common difference D is 5. Suppose I take A as 3, common difference as -3. तो क्या मिलेगा? 3, 0, -3, -6, -9 and so on. Suppose my A is 5, D is say 1/2. क्या मिलेगा? 5, फिर 5.5. That is, what will be 5.5? 5 2 is 10 plus 1, 11/2. Next will be 6. Next will be 13/2. Next will be 7. Next will be 15/2 and so on. Observe that the common difference here was half. So अगर आपके पास A है और D है, you can form any kind of an AP. Now suppose I fix the numbers of AP. Suppose I say that here I want only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So my last term of the AP will be 37. तो जब n, that is the number of terms, is fixed, then what you get is a finite AP. और अगर मैं बोलूँ यहाँ पे आप find out करते रहिए, that is the terms are infinite, then what you get is an infinite AP. So depending on the number of terms, the AP can be either finite or it can be an infinite AP. तो AP क्या है? It is a list of numbers. वो क्या करता है? एक पैटर्न फॉलो करता है. क्या पैटर्न है? सक्सेसिव टर्म इज ऑब्टेन्ड बाय एडिंग अ फिक्स्ड नंबर टू द प्रीसीडिंग टर्म एक्सेप्ट फॉर द फर्स्ट टर्म. और हमें याद क्या रखना है? कॉमन डिफरेंस कैन बी पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, जीरो, रैशनल नंबर, इरैशनल नंबर, इट कैन बी एनीथिंग. सिर्फ याद क्या रखना है? A plus D, A plus 2D and so on. So let's form the general form of an AP. अगर मेरा फर्स्ट टर्म A है, कॉमन डिफरेंस D है, तो मेरी AP क्या बनेगी? A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. Where what is D? D is the common difference and A is the first term. Very simple. क्या किया? जो हमने AP की डेफिनेशन बोली उसको एक जनरल फॉर्म दे दिया A और D के टर्म्स में. Let's move further to the nth term of an AP. nth is just the position. It is the position of an AP. जैसे अगर हमने AP ली सपोज 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, तो यहाँ पे फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे 5 है, यहाँ पे सेकेंड पोजीशन पे 7 है, थर्ड पोजीशन पे 9 है, फोर्थ पे 11 है और फिफ्थ पे 13 है. तो पोजीशन और टर्म में कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है. पोजीशन इज दिस, दैट इज फर्स्ट, सेकेंड, थर्ड एंड दीज आर द टर्म्स. तो ऐसे ही करके हमें एक nth पोजीशन मिलेगी और हमें उसका एक टर्म निकालना है. अभी हमने जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ एन एपी देखा. A, सेकेंड टर्म वाज A plus D, थर्ड टर्म वाज A plus 2D, fourth term was A plus 3D. Now, if I represent these terms as A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. क्या कुछ correlation दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे? You can see that A2 is A plus 1D. A3 is A plus 2D. Or I can just rewrite it as A plus 3 minus 1D. Observe this. A 4 is a 3d, a plus 3d, तो 3 को मैं कैसे लिख सकती हूँ 4 माइनस 1d। thus इसी को हम अगर आगे बढ़ाएं और n लिखें तो हमें क्या मिलना चाहिए, जब मेरा आंसर 4 था तो यहाँ 4 माइनस 1 आया, जब मुझे थर्ड पोजीशन का टर्म चाहिए था तो 3 माइनस 1 आया, जब सेकेंड पोजीशन का टर्म चाहिए था तो a प्लस 2 माइनस 1d आया। तो nth पोजीशन में क्या होना चाहिए, फॉलो दिस एंड यू विल गेट a प्लस n minus 1d. So nth term of any AP is given by a n and it is a plus n minus 1d. Very important formula. an, that is the nth term of an AP, is given by a, which is the first term, plus n minus 1d. So let us have a look at a few examples. an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. एक बार रिकॉल कर लेते हैं, n is the position, n is the position, an क्या है, an is the term at nth place, a is the first term, d is the common difference. यहाँ तक कोई डाउट नहीं है. Let's move further and find the nth term of a few APs. Suppose a is 17, d is 5. Find the nth term. an is a plus n minus 1d. So what will we do? Just put the values. 17 plus n minus 1 into 5. तो क्या मिला हमें, 17 plus 5n minus 5, which is equal to 17 minus 5, that is 12 plus 5n. Now suppose I tell you to find the fourth term. So a4 shall be equal to 12. ये an था, n की जगह मैंने क्या पुट किया 4, तो यहाँ पे भी मुझे क्या पुट करना पड़ेगा 4. 12 plus 5 into 4. So 12 plus 20, which equals to 32. So the fourth term of the AP whose a is 17 and d is 5 is 32. Now in this formula an equals a plus n minus 1d. There are 4 unknowns, that is an, a, n and d. Out of these 4 things any 3 will be given and the fourth one you will have to find. Let's take a few examples. Find the 100th term of the AP. 100th term यानी a100. So let us use the formula of an. क्या है, an equals to a plus n minus 1d. क्या करेंगे, वैल्यूज पुट कर देंगे. a 100, a की वैल्यू है 2, n minus 1 यानी 100 minus 1 which is 99. What is d? Observe the d over here. It is equal to 5. So I get 2 plus 99 into 5, which is nothing but 495. Thus a100 is equal to 497. So out of the 4 unknowns, what was not given? an was not given, and we could easily find it by putting up the values that were given in the AP. Which term of the AP 21, 18, 15 is minus 81? क्या मतलब है इसका, क्या क्या गिवन है हमको, यहाँ पे एक AP गिवन है. जैसे ही AP गिवन है यानी A गिवन है, कॉमन डिफरेंस दिख रहा है आपको, 18 माइनस 21 या 15 माइनस 18 विच इज माइनस 3. और हमें बताना है कि विच टर्म, यानी दे आर आस्किंग यू द पोजीशन यानी n, और गिवन क्या है इज माइनस 81 यानी an गिवन है. तो an हमें गिवन है, a गिवन है, d गिवन है, सिर्फ n निकालना है. वेरी वेरी सिंपल. यूज द फॉर्मूला an, a प्लस n माइनस 1d. an की वैल्यू माइनस 81, a की वैल्यू 21 प्लस n हमें निकालना है, d की वैल्यू इज minus 3. So this comes over here giving you a minus 81 minus 21 equals minus 3 times n minus 1. This becomes minus 102 upon minus 3 equals to n minus 1. This becomes 34 plus 1. 1 comes over here and it gives you the value of n as 35. The 35th term of the given AP is minus 81. Let's move further. Determine the AP whose third term is 5 and seventh term is 9. Now indirectly चीजें दी हुई हैं. क्या क्या दिया हुआ है, जो भी given है उसको सबसे पहले लिख लो. A3 is 5 and A7 is 9. A3 का मतलब क्या हुआ, थर्ड टर्म. थर्ड टर्म इज A plus 2D. is 5. Seventh term A plus 6D is 9. A और D निकलने से हमको AP मिल जाएगी. AP बनाने के लिए दो ही चीज़ें तो चाहिए, A और D. दोनों चीज़ें यहाँ अवेलेबल हैं. दो अननोन, दो इक्वेशन. You can easily solve it. Subtract this equation number 1 from equation number 2. What do you get? Minus A minus 2D equals minus 5. कर लेते हैं. A से A गया. 6 minus 2, 4D gives you a 4. Very simply you get the value of D as 1. अब D 1 हो गया. यहाँ पुट कर देते हैं. A plus 2 equals 5. तो A की वैल्यू आ गई 3. AP बनाने के लिए A और D ही तो चाहिए था, मिल गया. Let's form the AP. 3 plus D 4, 3 plus again 3 plus 2D 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. So you could easily find A and D with the given. तो given जो है उस पर बहुत ध्यान देने से you can solve any question. Check whether 301 is a term of the list of numbers. Now here we use a very important rule that A plus n minus 1D में n क्या represent करता है? n रिप्रेजेंट करता है पोजीशन ऑफ द nth टर्म, यानी फर्स्ट टर्म, सेकेंड टर्म, थर्ड टर्म. मैंने कभी बोला कि 1.5th टर्म या 1.15th टर्म? नो. सो n हैज टू बी अ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. तो अगर कोई टर्म किसी AP में लाई करता है तो उसकी जो पोजीशन है वो एक नेचुरल नंबर या एक पॉजिटिव इंटीजर आनी चाहिए. अगर n की वैल्यू आ गई पॉजिटिव इंटीजर तो मैं बोलूँगी येस 301 इज अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस AP, अदरवाइज नॉट. सो व्हाट इज गिवन हियर? हियर directly we are given an, that is 301. You are given the value of A in the form of the AP. You are given the value of D again in the form of AP. 11 minus 5 gives you a 6. क्या करेंगे? an is A plus n minus 1D. A की वैल्यू पुट कर दो. A की वैल्यू है 5. n minus 1, n तो हमें निकालना है. D की वैल्यू हमारे पास आ चुकी है 6. This is 301. So 301 is 5 plus 6n minus 6. This becomes 301 equals to 6n minus 1, giving you the value of 6n as 302. Clearly 302 is not a factor of 6, and hence since n is not a positive integer, thus 301 is not a term of the given AP. वेरी सिंपल. अगर कोई टर्म दे दिया और पूछा वो उस AP में बिलोंग करता है या नहीं, तो क्या करना? उसकी पोजीशन निकालना. पोजीशन अगर एक नेचुरल नंबर या पॉजिटिव इंटीजर आ जाती है तो हम बोलते हैं हाँ भैया तुम उस AP में आ सकते हो. अदरवाइज यू विल से दैट इट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट AP. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 3? Now do you think this has been wrongly put in AP? 3-digit numbers divisible by 3. How many numbers are there? Observe this question very carefully and you will see that this is definitely an question of AP. 3-digit numbers divisible by 3. चलिए हम 3 के divisible 1-digit numbers की बात करते हैं. क्या है? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. तो ये 3 नंबर जो है या ये 5 नंबर जो है, are they forming an AP? Yes, they are forming an AP. And what is the common difference over here? Obviously 3, क्योंकि मैं 3 के मल्टीपल्स की बात कर रही हूँ. तो 3 times 1, 3 times 2 and so on. लेकिन यहाँ मुझे क्या चाहिए? मुझे यहाँ पे चाहिए 3-digit numbers. What is the least 3-digit number that you know? It is 100. Clearly. And what is the biggest 3-digit number that you know? It is 999. Now is 100 divisible by 3? Clearly not. So we will find the least 3-digit number that is divisible by 3, and that is 102. Next will be 105 and so on till 999. So this is my first term. दिस इज माई ANth टर्म और लास्ट टर्म. L भी बोला जाता है AN को. कई बुक्स में आपको L दिखेगा. क्वेश्चन पेपर में भी AN की जगह L आएगा, तो कंफ्यूज नहीं होना. इट मीन्स द लास्ट टर्म और द nth टर्म. कॉमन डिफरेंस वी कैन सी इज 3. A इज 102. तो नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स निकालने हैं, यानी n की वैल्यू निकालनी है. तो AN इक्वल्स A प्लस n माइनस 1D को हम यूज करेंगे. AN की वैल्यू डालिए 999 इक्वल्स टू A की वैल्यू कितनी है? 102. n माइनस 1 इंटू 3. अब आपके लिए कोई बात नहीं है इसको सॉल्व करना. 999 इक्वल्स टू 102 प्लस 3n माइनस 3. दिस गिव्स मी 99. सो 999 माइनस 99 इक्वल्स 3n. सो आई गेट 900 equals to 3n. Therefore, n is equal to 300. Thus, there are 300 terms that are divisible by 3 and they are all 3-digit numbers. So, this is the way you solve these kind of question. Divisibility वाले question कई आते हैं. How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 7? तो आप start कहाँ से करोगे? आप सबसे पहले देखोगे what are the 2-digit numbers? 10, 2, 99. Find out how many of them are divisible by 7. So, least is 14 which is divisible by 7. The biggest number divisible by 7 is 98. तो बस बन गई आपकी AP with A as 14, last term as 98 and D as 7. And these kind of questions are mostly asked and you can easily solve them. Let's move to the next question. In a flower bed, there are 23 rose plants in the first row, 21 in the second, 19 in the third and so on. There are 5 rose plants in the last row. How many rows are there in the flower bed? Now this is some kind of a triangular rose flower bed, जिसमें पहले रो में 23 रोजेज हैं, दूसरे में 21, तीसरे में 19 एंड सो ऑन, ऐसे बहुत सारे रोज हैं और आखिरी रो में 5 रोज प्लांट्स है. आपको ऐसा फाइंड आउट करना है कि कितने इसमें रोज हैं. हाउ मेनी रोज ऑफ flowers have been planted. Very simple. Observe 23, 21, 19 till the last term is forming an AP where A is 23. Clearly D is -2. Please confuse नहीं होना कि 21 minus 23 करना है कि 23 minus 21 करना है. Succeeding term minus the preceding term because you are adding a -2 to 23 to give you a 21. Now you have the last term or an as 5. Find क्या करना है the value of n. Very simple. कुछ बचा ही नहीं क्वेश्चन में. an equals a plus n minus 1d. क्या करेंगे? पुट कर देंगे वैल्यूज. 5 is equals to 23 plus n minus 1 into -2. What does this become? 5 equals 23 minus 2n plus 2. क्या बचा यहाँ पे? 5 minus 25 equals to -2. Thus 2n and 2n equals to 20. This implies n equals to 10. Therefore, the total number of rows are 10. So, rose plants have been planted in 10 rows in the flower bed. So, these are the questions that are based on an, that is an equals a plus n minus 1 d. अभी तक हमने AP कैसे बनती है वो समझा. A, D, etc. everything we understood. We also understood about AN. AN was what? The nth term of the AP. Now we shall be finding the sum of those n terms. So if you have an AP say 2, 5, 8, so on, and there are n terms in this AP and you need to find the sum of this AP, then what will you do? Let's take a simple AP. 1, 2, 3, 4 till 5. Till 50. I have to find the sum of all these 50 terms, that is S50 is what I want to find. S50 is denoting nothing but 50 terms का sum. एक AP जिसमें 50 terms है और हमको उसका sum निकालना है. तो I am doing what? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 so on till plus 50. Now just imagine I rewrite these numbers but in the reverse. So I get 50, 49, 48, 47 and so on till plus 1. Now if I add these two equations, what will I get? I will get 2 times S50 and here I shall get 1 plus 50 plus 2 plus 49 plus 3 plus 48 plus 4 plus 47 and so on till plus 50 plus 1. क्या किया मैंने corresponding terms of both the additions को add कर दिया है. And I am getting what? 2 times S of 50 equals to 1 plus 50, 2 plus 49, 3 plus 48 और ये सारे add up हो रहे हैं किसको? 51 को. So 2 times S50 is 51 plus 51 plus 51 and so on. And this is repeating how many times? Clearly 50 times क्योंकि मेरे पास 50 terms थे तो 50 times I am adding 51. So 2 times S50 is nothing but 50 times 51. But I do not want 2 times S50. I only want S50. तो मैं divide कर देती हूँ. 50/2 into 51. I will just rewrite 51 as 1 plus 51. Sorry, 1 plus 50. Observe what is being done. What was 50? 50 was the total number of terms. Yes. What is 1? 1 is A. What is 50? 50 is AN. तो हमें क्या मिल गया? We have found a general formula. S50 की जगह अगर मैंने SN लिखा तो SN is equal to N/2 into 1 is A and 50 is the last term, so AN. So this is the general formula for finding the sum of n terms. Let me just rewrite it. We get Sn as N/2 A plus AN. This is the first formula for finding the sum of first n terms of any AP. Just remember this word, first n terms. तो पहले टर्म से शुरू करना है, A1 plus A2 plus A3 and so on. Now we know that AN क्या होता है? A plus n minus 1D होता है. तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? I can just replace it. Sn N/2 A plus A plus n minus 1 into D. A plus A adds up to 2A. So N/2 2A plus n minus 1 D. So Sn का दूसरा फॉर्मूला तैयार है आपके लिए, N/2 into 2A plus n minus 1D. तो फर्स्ट टर्म प्लस लास्ट टर्म into N/2 और N/2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D gives you Sn. Based on these two formulas, you can solve a lot of questions. Let's start. Find the sum of first 22 terms of an AP, 8, 3 minus 22 and so on. यानी यहाँ A क्या है? This is the AP. तो obviously A 8 है, D क्या है? D है 3 minus 8 which is minus 5. N क्या है? कितने नंबर्स का बनाना है हमको सम? 22. तो N आ गया तुम्हारा 22. नेक्स्ट क्या करना है? Sn फाइंड करना है. S 22 is 22/2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. पुट कर देंगे वैल्यूज 22/2 यानी 11, 2A यानी 16 प्लस n minus 1, 22 minus 1 that is 21 into कितना है? D minus 5. Very simply just solve it and you'll get the sum. Let's do it. 16 and here I get minus 105. So this gives me 11 times minus 89. So this comes out to 9, 8 and 9, 17, 1 minus 979. So the sum of first 22 terms of the given AP is minus 979. How many terms of an AP 24, 21, 18 must be taken so that the sum is 70? तो यहाँ क्या given है? Directly हमको sum दे दिया गया है. Sum क्या given है? 78. What is the total number of terms is what we have to find for this AP. AP given है नहीं, यानी A is 24, D की value is 21 minus 24 which is equal to minus 3 and we have to find N. So let us use the formula Sn equals to N/2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So let's start. Sn की वैल्यू है 78 इक्वल्स टू N/2. N/2 यानी n तो हमें फाइंड करना है. 2A कितना हुआ? 24 का डबल दैट इज 48 प्लस n minus 1 into minus 3. Let's just solve it. You'll get a quadratic equation here. N/2 into 48 plus 3. So this will become 51 minus 3n. Let's just resolve it. This becomes 156. 51n minus 3n square. Let me write the quadratic equation over here. 3n square minus 51n and plus 156. Now you have learned how to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So 3 times 156 which is nothing but 3 times 2 times 78 which is nothing but 3 times 2 times 39 sorry, and this is 3 times 2 times 2 which gives me a 12 and this gives me 39. मिल गए रूट्स. 3n square minus 12n minus 39n plus 156 equals to 0. So I get a 3n into n minus 4 over here. Minus 39 कॉमन निकाला तो n minus 4 यहाँ भी बचेगा. n की एक वैल्यू आ रही है 4. 3n की वैल्यू 39 यानी n की एक वैल्यू आ गई 13. So I am getting two values of n, and how does this show that the sum is 78? Can you explain the double answer? Observe that this is a negative or decreasing AP, यानी the common difference over here is -3. मतलब एक टाइम के बाद हमें नेगेटिव नंबर्स मिलने लगेंगे, और जब हम पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव को ऐड करेंगे तो हो सकता है हमें आंसर क्या मिले, 0. सो व्हेन आई ऐड द फर्स्ट 4 टर्म्स 24, 21, 18 and 15, I get the sum as 78. However, the next term, that is A5 से लेकर A13 तक का जो sum होगा, that will be 0. Why? Because a few will be positive, a few will be negative, and hence these will add up to 0, and thus you shall get the sum of first 13 terms also as 78, and hence the double answer. Whenever you get a quadratic equation, it is a chance that you get double answers. There are chances that you get one positive value of n and one negative value of n, and clearly n cannot be negative because it is representing the position in the AP. तो n हमेशा क्या होगा, पॉजिटिव होगा. बट जब कभी n की दो वैल्यूज आ गए, सो यू कैन एक्सप्लेन द डबल आंसर दैट whenever d is negative, a few terms may add up to give you a 0, and hence the position 4 and the position 13 both are telling me that sum of those 4 terms or sum of those 13 terms is the same, that is 78 in this case. Let's move further. Find the sum of first n positive integers. First n positive integers यानी first n natural numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on till n. सब कुछ तो given है यहाँ. a की value 1 है, n is your n only, and what is the last term, और an is also n. कुछ भी नहीं करना है, फॉर्मूले में पुट कर दो. an equals to n by 2 a plus an. n की वैल्यू n ही है, a की वैल्यू 1 है, an की वैल्यू n है. So the first n natural numbers or positive integers add up to n by 2 into n plus 1, and this is a general formula which you can easily learn for the sum of first n positive integers. तो अगर first 10 positive integers बोला यानी 1 plus 2 plus 3 कहाँ तक के, 10 तक. So 10 by 2 into 11, so this becomes 5, and hence the sum of first 10 natural numbers is 55. So these were all the solved examples and the theory part of the chapter arithmetic progression. If you solve these, you can easily understand the exercises. For all the exercises, keep visiting our eGanit channel where you have all the solved exercises of the chapter. So let us just recollect what all we have studied. What is an AP? It is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term. Fixed term is called the common difference. अगर A1, A2, A3 हमारे AP के terms हैं, तो the difference between any two successive terms is always equal, and it is the common difference. The general term is given by an equals to a1 plus n minus 1 into d. Next is the sum of first n terms of an AP is given by n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 d, or n by 2 into a plus l. Remember that the sum of first n natural numbers or positive integers is equals to n into n plus 1 by 2. So that's all about arithmetic progression of class 10. In this video हमने पढ़ा the logic of what is an AP. Entire theory part is covered, and we saw all the solved examples of the NCERT book. To see the solving of the NCERT exercises, keep visiting our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like and share. Do visit eganit.com.